Good evening and welcome to the session number 29 from the chapter of laws of motion. The topic is the basics of friction, and this is the first session of the 3 sessions which I will be taking in order to explain the basic concepts pertaining to the topic of friction. So based on this topic, I have written here 5 important points in order to understand the basic concepts of friction. So the first point here is the definition of friction. So what is friction? Friction is basically a force. So friction जब भी हम बात करते हैं तो basically we are talking about a force which opposes the relative motion between two objects which are in contact with each other. And this friction force is generated when some external force is applied to one of the objects which are in contact with each other. So let us try to understand this first point with the help of one example. Here I have taken one block. Let us say its mass is 10 kg, and this is a rough surface, this is the ground. Let us consider that the coefficient of friction here, mu, I'm just taking it as 0.5, and here the acceleration due to gravity will be taken as 10 meter per second square. So in this case, अभी यहाँ पे कोई भी हमने external force नहीं लगाया. What is an external force? An external force is basically a force in the form of a push or pull. जब हम किसी चीज को धक्का देते हैं या खींचते हैं, then we say that we are applying some external force. यहाँ पे एक और external force लग रहा है, that is the gravitational force. So this gravitational force also affects the magnitude of the force of friction. So we will see how it affects the magnitude later on. So यहाँ पर इसका एक because of the acceleration due to gravity, this block will be the weight of this block, or we can say weight is the force acting on this block, which is equal to this is equal to mass into acceleration. So here mass is taken as 10 kg and g is also taken as 10. So this is equal to 10 into 10 will become 100 Newton. So the weight of this object which will be acting vertically downward will be equal to 100 Newton, and a normal reaction will be acting in the upward direction, which is denoted here as N. So N will be equal to 100 Newton in this case if the object is lying stationary on this surface. Now if I apply an external force here, let us say this is a force of, let's say, 30 Newton. I have applied an external force of 30 Newton on this block. So what will happen? That this block will have a tendency to move in this direction. Now, as per the definition, the friction force opposes the relative motion. Relative motion means that if the block is having a tendency to move in the forward direction as indicated by this arrow, then the force of friction, say small f, this will act in the backward direction as indicated by this arrow. And the magnitude of the maximum value of this force of friction is given by mu s, the force of friction, the maximum value of the force of friction is given by mu into n, where n is what? It is the coefficient of friction. Now coefficient of friction are of two types. One is the coefficient of static friction and one is the coefficient of kinetic friction. The coefficient of static friction is denoted by mu s and the coefficient of kinetic friction is denoted by mu k. Now the coefficient, this static friction or the static frictional force comes into play when an external force is applied to a body. यहाँ पर एक मैंने external force apply कर दिया. So as जैसे ही एक external force इस body पे apply होगा, immediately the static frictional force will come into play or it will be generated. And this will be equal to, let us say this is equal to Fs and this will be equal to mu s into n, where mu s is the coefficient of static friction which is equal to 0.5 in this case, in this example. So जैसे ही force आपने लगाया, external force in the form of push or pull, this static friction force will get generated, and this static friction will get converted into kinetic friction if the block starts moving, or at the point when the block starts moving. तो जैसे ही ये ब्लॉक आगे मूव करेगा तो उस पॉइंट पे this static friction will get converted to kinetic friction. So अब पॉइंट आता है कि ये ब्लॉक मूव कब करेगा. सो यहां पर आप ये देखो कि ये जो स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन का जो वैल्यू है, दिस इज द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ऑफ द स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन विच कैन बी जनरेटेड इन दिस केस. ठीक है, ये वैल्यू वेरिएबल है एंड दिस वैल्यू will depend on the magnitude of the applied force. So if I have applied 30 Newton here, so what will happen? First of all, let us calculate the maximum value of the static friction. This is equal to 0.5 into n is equal to m into g, which is equal to 100 Newton. So this is equal to 50 Newton. So this is the maximum value of static friction which can be generated in this case. अब क्या होगा, 30 न्यूटन का मैंने फोर्स लगाया तो ये जो स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन है ये 50 नहीं लगेगा, इसकी वैल्यू ऑटोमेटिकली इट विल गेट रिड्यूस टू 30 न्यूटन, एंड दिस हैपेंस बाय द reduction in the value of the coefficient of static friction. The coefficient of static friction value automatically gets this reduced or and this increased in such a way that this value of static friction is equal to the external force, so that the body does not move. 30 न्यूटन का फोर्स लगाया है, सो इसकी भी वैल्यू म्यू एस की वैल्यू ऑटोमेटिकली एडजस्ट होगी एंड एफ एस की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी, इट विल बी इक्वल टू 30 न्यूटन हो जाएगा. अब जब 30 न्यूटन इसका हो जाएगा तो ब्लॉक अपनी जगह पे रुका रहेगा. अब मैं इसकी अगर वैल्यू 30 से मैं इसको 40 कर देता हूं तो व्हाट विल हैपन, ये जो एफ एस के दिस इज द स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन की जो वैल्यू है ये 30 से, अब जो पहले 30 था अब हो जाएगा 40, इसकी वैल्यू म्यू एस की वैल्यू बढ़ जाएगी. ये ऑटोमेटिकली होता है. सो उस केस में अगेन क्या होगा, अगर एफ एस इज इक्वल टू द एक्सटर्नल फोर्स, अगेन द ब्लॉक विल नॉट मूव. लेकिन अगर मैंने इसकी वैल्यू अब हमने कर दी लेट अस से 52 न्यूटन, तो अब क्या होगा, द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ऑफ स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन इज 50. सो व्हाट विल हैपन, अ नेट फोर्स विल एक्ट ऑन दिस बॉडी इन द फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन व्हिच इज इक्वल टू 2 न्यूटन. सो व्हाट विल हैपन, दिस बॉडी विल डेवलप एन एक्सेलरेशन. एक्सेलरेशन विल बी इक्वल टू व्हाट, एफ बाई एम, 2 बाई मास कितना है 10. So this is equal to 1/5 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. सो जैसे ही ये एक्सटर्नल फोर्स की वैल्यू एफ एस से ज्यादा हो जाएगी, ब्लॉक विल स्टार्ट मूविंग, एंड नाउ द फोर्स ऑफ काइनेटिक फ्रिक्शन एफ के, दिस इज इक्वल टू म्यू के इंटू एन. नाउ म्यू के की वैल्यू क्या होती है, इट इज लेस देन द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन, बिकॉज द फोर्स विच इज रिक्वायर्ड टू मूव दिस ऑब्जेक्ट is more in comparison to the force required to keep this object in motion. So mu s is always greater than mu k. So जैसे ये object move करेगा, then this static friction will get into kinetic friction, and this is equal to mu k into n. So this is how the force of friction is developed, and this is how it opposes the relative motion between two objects which are in contact with each other. And the most important thing here is that this force of friction, the magnitude of the force of friction depends on the coefficient of friction between the two surfaces, and it also depends on the normal reaction. Now normal reaction depends on the mass and the acceleration due to gravity. So if the acceleration due to gravity is changing, ठीक है ना, by virtue of the change in the location, then the magnitude of the this force of friction will change. If the value of the mass is changing, then the magnitude of the force of friction will also change. So the force of friction is basically directly proportional to mu s. It is directly proportional to the mass of the body, and it is directly proportional to the value of the acceleration due to gravity. However, if I am not pushing or pulling an object which is lying on a rough surface, then in that case the force of friction will be zero. Here आप देखेंगे कि इस ब्लॉक के ऊपर एक एक्सटर्नल फोर्स तो लग ही रहा है, ठीक है ना. The external force which is acting on this, or which is acting on this block of 10 kg is the gravitational force, or the gravitational force is equal to the weight of this object. ये इसके ऊपर लग रहा है, but this is not generating any it is not generating any friction force. Friction force will only be generated when I am pulling or pushing an object. इस ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स की वजह से आपका फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स जनरेट नहीं होता है. So thank you very much for joining this session. Now in the next session I will be discussing about another example in which there will be two blocks which will be kept over each other, and here we will study or try to understand how the friction tries to move these two blocks together. So till then, have a nice day. Bye.